Destiny 2 Beyond Light is out now, and that means we're all on the grind for power level. In Beyond Light, we've all started at 1050, and over the coming days and weeks, we're going to want to be increasing our power levels so we can get into the end game content as quickly as possible, and that is where the real fun of Destiny can be found. There is a fast and easy way to get some of the way there, and I'll be taking you through that today. So the following is a guide for how to power level fast in Destiny 2 Beyond Light. And don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. With the release of any expansion, there's a power climb, so the new base level is 1050 and all of our gear starts at that level. And if you've got any old gear from before, then it will be automatically brought up to the new base level of 1050. So as you make your way through the game, you're going to get drops for weapons and armor, and the aim of the game is to get the highest power level items in every slot. So that raises your overall base power level. So the big number on your character screen is calculated by adding up all of your gear power and then dividing it by 8, so the 3 weapon slots and the 5 gear slot. And our goal in power leveling is to get to the new cap, 1260, as fast as we possibly can. So there are a couple of stages to this, so 1050 to 1200 is probably the easiest and the quickest, as nearly all drops are going to contribute towards that, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Once you hit 1200, that is the soft cap, and from there it's going to be a slower climb to get to the next cap, which is 1250. And to get from 1200 to 1250, that can be achieved through powerful rewards. The final climb is from 1250 to 1260, and that can only be achieved through pinnacle drops. And you can check out the director for info on which activities give powerful and pinnacle rewards. So one of the things that I noticed with Beyond Light was the campaign was pretty tough at times. So I started out with all my best gear from last season, and fairly quickly I got up to about 1080, but then I hit one campaign level where I couldn't get past the boss. So don't do what I did and keep on trying. Back out and check out this farming method and get yourself up to 1200 as quickly as possible. So you can choose your favourite activity in the game to get to 1200. That means you can run strikes, play Crucible or Gambit, whatever is your favourite activity, or if you haven't played before, you can just try something out and see what you like. And you can even explore destinations too. So the game is going to bend over itself backwards to give you loot and get you up to 1200 as quickly as possible. However, if you want to do it fast and you want the most efficient way in the game right now, then check out this farming method. So what you want to do is head over to the EDZ and check out the Widow's Walk Lost Sector. So this is down on the bottom right hand corner of the map, and all you have to do is land near Devram Cay and then head into that lost sector. So in here you're going to find some Fallen, which you can take care of nice and quickly, and then you have some nightmares there as well as a Fallen captain. So what you want to do is roll in there, kill them as quickly as possible, open up the chest, and if you feel like it, you can kill all the other enemies in there too, as sometimes there's going to be other loot drops there for you. So it's a really good, fast and efficient farming method because you're pretty much guaranteed loot every time that you go in, and a run of this can be done in minutes. Yes, you can simply play the game to level up to the soft cap of 1200. However, if you're struggling with the campaign or you simply want to level up as quickly as possible, then you should definitely check out this method, and it's going to take approximately about 30 minutes to get your character up to the soft cap. So all rare and legendary engrams dropped will generally be higher than the gear that you've got. Sometimes they're a few power levels higher, sometimes they're 5, sometimes they're 7 power levels higher, and given this lost sector only takes minutes to do, it means you're going to be getting 2 or 3 or maybe 4 drops each run. So it's really much more efficient than strikes, which can take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, or a game of Crucible, that's the same, that can take about 5 to 10 minutes too. And this is definitely the most efficient way in the game right now to power level to the soft cap. So to make it even quicker for yourself, you want to go in there and have some area of effect damage if you can. So I main a Titan, so Bottom Tree Sunbreaker is really good for this, as when you run in, you can throw a grenade, have your super, and you can throw hammers leaving deadly sunspots in your wake. This easily and quickly takes care of the nightmares as well as the boss, as the other enemies are going to simply run into your sunspots and die. You hardly even have to move, they come to you, kill themselves in the fire, and then drop loot. So I did this for about 30 minutes and I got all my gear up to 1200. So the next power climb after this is going to be much slower, as from here you're going to need powerful sources. You can check these out on the map and they're indicated by the yellow markers on the director. Personally, I wouldn't do any of these before you hit 1200 by just playing the game. You know, either farm this lost sector like I've shown you here today, or you can do something like run strikes or play Crucible. Another good method of gathering power early on is by finding regional chests on the planets and moons. You can open them up and generally that loot is going to drop higher for you, and you can check out the markers on the map on the directors. They look like little crosses. So before you do any of this, I would go and pick up the seasonal artifact for the Season of the Hunt. So this can be collected from Osiris. I think it's about 1 or 2 missions into the Beyond Light campaign, and this is useful because you can start to level up your artifact too, giving you additional power on top of your base power level. And you also get some good seasonal mods, so it's worth picking up the seasonal artifact as you get into the leveling process. So have a chat with vendors around the tower, pick up the bounties and turn them in. That's going to give you XP, and by gathering XP you're going to get more power levels added on top of your base power through your seasonal artifact. It is really early on and I have a base power at the moment of about 1200 and then an additional 3 added on because of my seasonal artifact. So try out this method if you're having trouble with the campaign or you just want to level up as fast as possible, as once you level up to the soft cap it's going to make things much easier to get through, and then the rest of the game easier too, so you can focus on discovering the secrets of Europa and getting ready for the endgame content and that power climb to 1250 which is coming up next. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think of the farming method, and if you've got any suggestions on how to make it better or quicker, do let me know. Well, that is it for this guide on how to power level fast in Beyond Light, and thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out these other videos on the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.